And welcome back to Open. Darren Jaime here with you, and when we come back here on the set, we're going to introduce you to two very special people. We encourage you to stay with us right here on Open. We'll be right back right after this.
Where's your emergency?
Please, send help.
Tell me what happened?
I think he's dead. Please, he was shot.
Okay, what's going on right now?
I think he needs help. Send help.
Hey, Shane. Well, it's a sad fact. The majority of Bronx children do not receive consistent health care, and with many suffering from heart disease, diabetes, obesity, as well as hypertension, these numbers tend to change and need to change. The people at Montefiore Medical Center and Bronx Community Health Network have partnered together to build a health center to serve the needs of our Bronx youth. David Flesher, professor here at Lehman College, has been one of the people making this center a reality. He now joins us with Tasami Chulin, and we welcome you to the show. Good to have you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So talk about this now, because as we said, these numbers are staggering and somewhat disappointing, but you guys are looking to really fill in the gap.
Well, it's exciting to be here and exciting to bring good news to address a lot of pressing issues in the Bronx. Bronx Community Centers Health Network, BCHN, has been in existence for several years, and under their umbrella there are approximately 12 community health centers that provide services to families throughout the Bronx. And Tashi can say more about that. But also we have Dr. David Appel, who is the Director of School Health out of Montefiore Hospital, and Montefiore has approximately 12 health centers in high schools in the Bronx. This provides services to preventive and interventive services for all students in a particular building. At Stevenson, there are approximately 3,200 students spread across 9 small schools, each with a principal. And I feel like the messenger, because with the history and the work of BCHN to help secure the funding, Dr. Appel and Montefiore and their long-term work to bring health and medical services to the high schools, and the principals at Stevenson who meet with Dr. Appel to discuss issues related to bringing the health center there, medical issues, legal issues, because the medical center provides the full range of services for our students.
Tell us a little bit about the services that are actually provided.
Sure. Well, you know, again, Bronx Community Health Network, which is we also call it sometimes as BCHN. We are a nonprofit organization, community-based organization, and federally qualified health center. Providing our mission is to provide services, healthcare services, to the medically underserved communities in the Bronx. As Dr. Flesher mentioned, that we have about 10 community health centers, community and school health centers. Within the Bronx, and you know, we plan to have you know, about 6 more in 2012, and the kind of services that we provide we receive funding from HRSA, which is the Health Resources and Services Administration. There are several grants that we receive from the federal to provide you know, services to the medically underserved communities in the Bronx. And a part of that, chunk of that money goes to the community health centers. We contract with Montefiore Medical Center and Promesa Inc. to provide funding to their to operate their health centers. the 10 community health centers that I was
David's
referring
going to
to.
say something, yeah.
Yes. You know, the principals and the staff and the teachers, parent coordinators, secretaries at Stevenson campus are very dedicated to education. We are aware that when students have adequate health and medical care, preventive care, they succeed better in school, they're more likely to be in school, and they don't end up going to the ER for a crisis. And what we know with preventative care through health centers, there are approximately 20 million Americans being served by community health centers across the U.S. And the Bronx is very proud to have BCHN working with Montefiore and Promesa. So having the health center at Stevenson will address major issues affecting kids' learning and their being able to graduate, because if you're in better health, you're more likely to graduate. If you're in better health, you're more likely to have goals for the future. So you don't have to worry about health or nutrition, because BCHN also provides health educator Renee Whiskey, who provides workshops, does a lot of leadership, helping teachers and students understand the benefits of nutrition.
Good.
So, you know, a part of the funding goes towards the, you know, operation of the health centers that I mentioned, and also a part of our services, because we are a community-based organization, we go out to the community, like Dr. Fletcher mentioned, that, you know, we provide workshops, health events, you know, reach out to the community with information and, you know, health resources, so that they can better manage their health care and, you know, promote their healthy behaviors.
What's some of the key information that maybe the community is lacking, where you guys are really doing a good job of filling in the gaps? Because there's a lot of gaps out there.
Well, I would say to contact BCHN for locations of their health centers. Now, health centers are also sponsored through other hospitals and organizations to find out the local health center in your immediate area. My suspicion is, and particularly when I talk with parents in the schools, many don't know about the health centers. It's a well-kept secret. Even though they're well attended, there's still a broad range of folks in the Bronx who are not taking advantage of preventive care. The new health law really focuses on prevention and intervention, and creating like the health center at the high school and in the community centers, what is called a medical home, to where here you see a doctor, you see specialists, or refer to specialists, and your files are tracked, you're tracked. Are you taking your medications? Are you following your diet? All those kinds of things which BCHN and Montefiore strongly support.
Okay, so how can people get in touch and find out more information about this?
Well, one part, like, you know, I'm sorry, Dr. Fletcher mentioned, one part of our mission is to identify community members who do not have primary care provider or who do not have health insurance, you know, and we help link these people with community resources out there, including our health centers, community health centers. And to reach Bronx Community Health Network, you have the contact information on the screen.
Yeah, we'll be sure to make sure that you get that information that's off the bottom of the screen. And Dr. Fletcher, thank you so much for coming to share with us.
It's a pleasure to be here.
And thank you so much for giving us this valuable information. We appreciate having both of you.
Always good to be a messenger of good news.
Yes.
Okay, can I add one thing? You know, we for this particular Stevenson grant that we received, again, it's from HRSA, Health Resources and Services Administration, Bureau of Primary Health Care, and we have received an award of $500,000 to build this school health center for the much needed students of Stevenson campus. And we are working very closely with the Montefiore School Health Program. We're also working very closely with the New York City Board of Education and the principals of Stevenson campus. And our goal is that we complete this construction project by towards the beginning of 2013. Again, once the construction project is over, then our next goal is to seek funding to operate the health center.
Well, we know Soundview will be definitely enhanced by having this there. And so thank you both for the work that you guys are doing. All righty, we encourage you to stay with us. It's coming up after the break. We're going to introduce you to a very special young lady. She is using her title as a pageant winner to empower the importance of education for young girls in Africa, and discussing her platform with us coming up next.